What if I told you that 140 years ago, cars did not exist, and many people believed they were useless? Today, there are more than 1.4 billion cars in the world, but the first automobile looked nothing like the cars we drive today. So, how did we go from a slow machine in the 18th century to electric cars that can almost drive themselves? Let's start at the beginning. For thousands of years, people used horses and carriages. The idea of a vehicle that could move by itself was revolutionary. In 1769, a French engineer named Nicolas Joseph Cugnot built a steam-powered vehicle for the army. It was heavy, slow, and difficult to control. It even crashed into a wall. It was not practical, but it was an important first step. The real turning point came in 1986 in Germany. Karl Benz patented the Benz patent motor wagon. It had 3 wheels and a small gasoline engine. It could reach about 16 km per hour. This is considered the first true automobile. But it did not become famous immediately. In 1888, his wife, Bertha Benz, secretly drove the car for 106 kilometers to prove that it worked. It was the first long-distance car journey in history. That trip helped make the automobile known to the public. At first, cars were very expensive. Only rich people could afford them. That changed in 1908, where Henry Ford introduced the Model T in the United States. The real revolution happened in 1913, when Ford created the moving assembly line. Instead of one worker building an entire car, each worker did one simple task. Production became much faster. Prices went down dramatically. In 1908, a Model T cost about $850. By 1925, it cost only $260. By 1927, more than 15 million Model T cars had been produced. The automobile was no longer a luxury. It became accessible to the middle class. After World War II, cars became symbols of freedom and success. In the 50s and in the 60s, cars became bigger, more powerful, and more stylish. In Germany, Volkswagen produced affordable cars like the Beetle. In Japan, Toyota focused on reliability and fuel efficiency. Then, in the 70s, the oil crisis changed everything. Fuel became expensive, and people wanted smaller, more economical cars. Over time, cars also became much safer. In the early days, there were no seat belts and no airbags. By the 70s, seat belts became mandatory in many countries. Airbags became common in the 80s and in the 90s. Technology continued to improve. Cars introduced systems like ABS braking, electronic fuel injection, and GPS navigation. Many people think electric cars are new, but electric vehicles already existed in the early 19th century. Gasoline cars became dominant because they were cheaper and easier to use. In 2008, Tesla launched a Roadster, showing that electric cars could be fast and attractive. Today, many cars can park themselves, assist with driving, and use advanced computer systems. The automobile has completely transformed our world. It changed how cities are built, where people live, and how goods are transported. It made road trips possible. It became a symbol of independence. From a steam machine in 1769 to intelligent electric vehicles today, the automobile has evolved in just over a century, and the story is not over. The future of the car is still being written.